Okay, so here's where we're at tonight. First of all, let's get this right out of the way. The sponsor tonight is Zero Sugar Monsters. They're refreshing when everything else is dehydrating. Monster energy drinks. So, yeah, they're good. Here's what we got. This is a hydraulic ram out of a wood splitter I bought today. And I got it home. The guy said he don't know where the leak's coming from. It looks like it was a tank. He doesn't know. I'm tired of adding fluid. He wanted $300 for it, and I took a chance at $200. He took the $200. Now this is a Tractor Supply wood splitter. I think it's a 14-ton. I actually turned it on today when I got home, and it fired right up. And actually, I was surprised when the hydraulic ram went forward and went back. No problem. I'm like, what is the guy talking about? I didn't really see a lot of fluid leaking. So I power washed it at the store. I power washed it and to kind of see if I could see where it was leaking. He said there was no fluid in it, which he was wrong. There was fluid in it, but I bent over to try to look where the fluid was coming from as I hit the lever. And it almost got me in the face. But look at this seam right here. There is a hairline fracture there. And that is spewing right out of here. It's spitting it right out. So as you see, somebody at the factory it barely had it welded. So as you see over here, it looks good. But I'm going to go ahead and sand this all the way around. And I'm going to put a bead. We're going to put a root pass in here. And then we're going to put a filler pass. And then we're just going to put a cap all the way around. We're putting a cap all the way around it. I don't want to pull this back apart again. This was actually, I've never pulled a hydraulic cylinder apart. It wasn't too bad. It's like on a level, say, 7 out of 10, I would say. If you've ever got to pull one apart, there's these little retaining clips. At first I thought the end unscrewed, but it doesn't. There's these little retaining clips. You've got this one. You've got this one. And of course you got 3 of them. And then there's a big O-ring. The O-ring doesn't look too bad. There's a little rough spot over here. If it'll focus. I'm going to try to see if I can't get that replaced. If not, I think I'll be okay, but I really would like to replace that O-ring. I pulled the fittings off, and that's the situation, people. I mean, it took a little bit to get it apart, but you know what? It's always a labor of love on the things that you work on that you save money on sometimes. So that's the situation. We're going to go ahead and finish this up. But I wanted to give you an update. We do have a wood splitter. And she really splits good. So at the end of the day, we're going to have something that says we're not going to break our back anymore. And the wood that people don't want, the ends and the hard pieces, we're going to go ahead and be able to just crack them with ease. But there you go. I will give you an update when this is all done. This is all coming off. I can't do this halfway. I'm not Amish. So I've got to go ahead and pull this completely off, sand it. The actual machine itself, the frame is red. I think I'm going to go and maybe I'm going to run this one black or gray. I'm not sure. Leave me a comment. Tell me what you think. What color you actually think I should go with. I'm not going with yellow. I don't like the yellow. It's the only thing on the machine that's yellow. And it kind of reminds me of Joe Biden. You know, he's a yellow-bellied coward. So we're not going to go with yellow. But all right, people. Let me know what you think, and we'll get this fixed. And we'll get her straightened out. Oh, you want to see down it, right? You want to see, I got you. I hear you. I hear you. I hear you. You want to see down and the inside of it, right? There you go. There you go. So, you know, a friend of mine said to me, I was just going to try to drain the fluid and I was just going to break it down and run a bead down it. But you know what? In hindsight, sometimes you have to listen to people that are a little older than you, both mentally and physically. And what I mean is sometimes people have other knowledge that you really need to take those grains of knowledge and go with them. Now look at, this is the end one. This one slides down. This is where I got the O-ring off. This one goes to the other end. But I just slid it down here just for to check the shaft. But look at this O-ring. Had I had just welded that, I probably would have fried that O-ring. So I'm glad I took that advice. And that was good advice from a good guy who's been down this road before, I think. And he just didn't want to tell me he's been down it. But he gave me some nuggets of truth. And I took them. Thank God I took them, because let me tell you something, people. This is not for a novice, okay? And it took a village to get this apart, because I took knowledge from the elders, and we got her done. But I'm going to give you an update. Look at that sapsucker there. I'm telling you what, you would not believe how that opens up and sprays when you pull that lever back. But we'll give you an update. You guys... you know, you keep it 100, because if you ain't doing it right, you damn sure ain't doing it. This is Bry. I'm over here at the compound. I'm out.